In today's video, we're gonna share the full interview we did with Laura from MyWay with you. She shared her experience about selecting, implementing, and working with a self-checking terminal in her property. Welcome to another Ask Your Hotel Techie video. I'm Alicia from Hotel Spider, and if you're looking to get your hotel tech questions answered, you're in the right place. Here we share our know-how about hotel technology with you in video format. This right here is part of a 4-video series about self-check-in and check-in automation in hotels. If you didn't see the first video yet, I would recommend you go back to that one, stop here, check that out first, and then you come back. I'll link to the video up above in the cards. Today we're going to share the full interview we did with Laura from MyWay. Really a complete self-check-in concept, so they don't have a reception anymore. Everything is automated in their property. And she shared her insights with us when it came to selecting, implementing, and working with a technology like this today. Let's go to the hotel and enjoy the conversation.
My name is Laura and I am housekeeping manager at Hotel MyWay in Wallisellen. Our hotel is a small self-check-in design hotel. The hotel was opened in 2016. We have 16 rooms in total, and our main characteristic is that we don't have a reception, but only a self-check-in machine for the check-in of the guests. We started from the beginning as a self-check-in hotel. The reason behind this is that with 16 rooms only, probably a reception wouldn't have been profitable for us.
Tell me a little bit more about the approach you have to check-in, check-out. How does the process work in your hotel?
Okay, the guests, when they book a room, they receive an email from us with their reservation number. With the reservation number that they receive, they can check in independently at the check-in machine. They insert their reservation number, they make the payment with a credit card or an EC card. They insert the personal information like address, email, date of birth, passport number. They can sign on the touch screen with their finger, and after that they get the room cards. Checkout is very simple as well. The guests can simply hand over the cards to the staff in the restaurant.
Does it make a difference from where I do this reservation?
It doesn't matter where you make the reservation, you will receive an email from us with the reservation number and the check-in instructions.
Between me making a reservation and arriving, do I also get a pre-check-in email?
No, we don't have a specific pre-check-in email. Our pre-check-in email is this reservation confirmation where we give you the reservation number and the check-in informations.
Tell me, what are the technologies you're using today?
We are using a machine provided by the company Kiosk, Check-in 24. And our PMS for the reservations is Protel. Hotel Spider connects our PMS with the different website. The locks of the door are provided by Kiosk as well.
Explain to me a little bit, how did you get to these tools?
We opened 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, there were not actually so many options that we could choose from for a complete self-check-in system. So not only the machine, but also the door locks, for example. So we got offers from different companies, and we chose based on the design and on the support, on the price, of course. And this is how we made our choice.
Take me through the experience you had implementing these tools.
In the first weeks after the opening, we had really a lot to do. And some examples, for example, at the beginning, check-in didn't work with the reservation number, but with the passport scanner. And the advantage was that all the personal data of the guests were automatically saved in his profile. But the disadvantage was that the scanner didn't work properly. It was not very sensitive, for example. And so we switched from a passport scan to a reservation number check-in. Other issues that we have with cards coding, because the device that codes the cards is very sensitive as well. And so if the cards are not clean enough, or if they have scratches, then the device can't code the cards. And so we learned that we have to clean the cards very well, for example. Also, one more thing that we learned in the process is that it's always a good idea to have a backup solution that is not connected with the check-in tool.
Worst case scenario, somebody wants to check in, stands in front of the machine and doesn't work. What do you do then?
Well, there are different options. If this happens during the opening times of the restaurant, the guest can go to the restaurant staff and they have emergency cards, or they can call us. We also have an emergency service. We are 24 hours, 7 days a week on the phone available. So the guest can call us. If it's in the evening or at the weekend during the day, we can drive to the property, to the hotel, and try to fix the problem immediately. If it happens in the night, for example, we have these key safes. They are small safes hidden somewhere, and with a code the guests can get the emergency card.
What are sort of the pitfalls that you had in that opening phase?
Some examples: the guests can normally check in with the booking number that they also get from booking.com, for example. But this doesn't work for all websites. Like, for example, our booking partner is Expedia, but guests can book on hotel.com, and these reservations are transmitted to us via Expedia. But the guests cannot check in with the booking number from hotel.com at the check-in machine. So we have to provide them with our reservation number. Our reservation number means the reservation number that is provided by the PMS. Sometimes the Wi-Fi connection between the check-in machine and the Wi-Fi doesn't work properly, so the machine cannot code the cards, and so we have to start the check-in software again. It can also happen that battery inside the door's locks is too low to open the door. And so the guest cannot open the door with his card. So we drive to the hotel, or the restaurant staff can do it. We change the battery of the door.
How is sort of the daily operations running?
Everything with the self-check-in is working really well, because we know now which informations we have to provide to the guests in order for them to be able to check in. We know which issues may happen, like, for example, with the cards or with the Wi-Fi connection. Now, if we know that there is a small Wi-Fi issue, we can tell the guest try again in 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then it's working again. With the batteries of the locks as well, we pay more attention to it, and we substitute them more regularly. So at the moment, we almost never have emergency calls due to check-in.
Are there anything today related to the check-in process that don't really work yet, where you would like it to work, or?
Well, the only thing is with the card coding tool, because it's too sensitive in my opinion. But we know how we have to to deal with it, and so this could be, in my opinion, it could be implemented so that it can code cards, although they are not perfect. But this could be a good idea, that guests can check in, for example, with a QR code, and with the same code or with another one that they get, they could access to the rooms as well without a physical card. This may be an implementation of.
I, as a guest, I make a reservation on your booking engine. Yeah. What happens with my data? Can you maybe take me just a little bit through the flow of where this information has to go?
When you make a reservation on our website or on another booking platform, your data are communicated to our PMS. From the PMS, they are communicated to the check-in machine. So if you insert at the moment of booking all your data, you will find them in the check-in tool when you actually check in. At the check-in machine, you will still have to insert manually some data. Your pass number, always, every time that you come to the hotel, and your date of birth only the first time, because after you have inserted the first time, we register it in your profile in the PMS, and the next time that you visit us, you don't have to insert it again. After you have checked in, the informations are transmitted again to your profile in the PMS. It normally runs smoothly, so address and everything is transmitted to your profile. Sometimes this still doesn't work, so we come every day to the check-in tool and we register the informations again manually.
Let's say you're talking to a hotelier, a colleague that is considering working with self-check-in technology. Do you have any specific tips or elements that you say really think about that?
So I think the most important thing is to inform the guests about the procedure, about how it works, because if they know how it works, then they can check in smoothly, and they will be happy with the self check-in experience. So really provide them detailed information about how the check-in works, and I think this is the most important thing. And second, the most important thing, to have a backup solution. This is a very good idea, especially for the hotelier himself, so that he doesn't have to come to the hotel in the night, but he can just guide the guests to the backup solution.
Do you have any wish list for the future of this technology? Are there any points where you say, I wish I had that?
Yes, I think a different system to open the doors without a physical card could be a good idea. Like a QR code with a scanner or something like that, so that the guests don't have to use a physical card.
Do you still think self-check-in can also provide value to a full-service hotel value? Do you see it also, can you imagine the same technology working in a 4-star hotel?
I think this technology can work in a 4 or in a 5-star hotels next to a reception with persons. If someone wants a fast check-in, can opt for the check-in machine. If someone needs help from a staff member, can opt for the man reception.
Are there any questions I should have asked that I didn't?
I would like to still underline the importance of staff. Even if we are a self-check-in hotel, it's not a machine that does everything. We still have staff, and it's really important also for the guest experience. They do check in at a machine, but if they have any issue, any question, we are always available 24/7. So a self-check-in solution doesn't mean that you can completely work without humans. We are available, but we don't have to sit or stay all the time behind the reception desk. So we are available, we are at our office, but in the meantime, we can work on other projects.
That was my conversation with Laura. I really hope you enjoyed it and you'll check out the other videos in this series. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, leave your comments in the section below, and obviously share with your network. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you watching. I'm Alicia from Hotel Spider. This is Ask Your Hotel Techie. Stay tuned for the next videos.